Every name carries with it a story, but not all stories are told. And many fade into silence until someone takes the time to uncover them. And in the case of Sofronio Vasquez, his story is not one that made headlines or dominated history books, but rather one that lived quietly in the hearts of those who knew him and were touched by the way he lived his life. For Sofronio's journey was one marked not by fame, wealth, or worldly power, but by resilience, humility, and a strength of character that proved that greatness often exists in the simplest of lives. And while to strangers he may have been just another face in the crowd, to those closest to him he was a man of extraordinary conviction who lived not for recognition but for values that endured across time. Values rooted in compassion, duty, and an unshakable respect for others. Born into a world of hardship where each day demanded perseverance and sacrifice, Sofronio quickly learned that struggle would be a constant companion. Yet rather than allowing those challenges to define him, he rose above them, shaping his identity around hard work, integrity, and the belief that life's meaning comes not from what we accumulate, but from how we treat others. And it was within those modest beginnings that the true foundation of his character was built, a foundation that guided him through every season of life. Friends and family often recalled his unwavering commitment to his community, his quiet dignity, and the balance he carried between discipline and kindness. For Sofronio believed deeply that every action, no matter how small, mattered, whether it was lending a hand to a neighbor in need, standing firm in the face of injustice, or instilling in others the principles of honesty and compassion. He showed that legacy is not only built in grand gestures but also in the everyday choices that ripple through the lives of others. As the years passed and he entered the later stages of life, Sofronio reflected with humility, never boasting about achievements, but instead sharing wisdom rooted in experience, reminding those who listened that true success is not measured by titles, possessions, or accolades, but by the kindness you extend, the respect you earn, and the love you leave behind. And for him, real wealth was not stored in material things, but in the lives he touched and the principles he carried without compromise. And even in moments of reflection, he made it clear that what mattered most was not how much one gained, but how much one gave. In this way, the untold story of Sofronio Vasquez becomes not simply about one man, but about a universal truth he embodied, that greatness lies in the strength of character, the courage to stand firm when tested, and the compassion to uplift others in their times of need. And his life serves as a mirror reflecting back that we too have the power to shape the world around us through honesty, love, and resilience. For though Sofronio Vasquez may never be remembered in history's spotlight, his legacy is timeless, proving that even the quietest lives can hold greatness worth remembering.